What's the difference between making money and building wealth?
Well, some people who have made millions and millions of dollars died with nothing in their name, died being broke and lived broke. Building wealth is really a matter of time and freedom. And what I mean by that is I can make $1 million a year and be broke, which a lot of people actually are. We're out here not far from Beverly Hills, and a lot of people are making a lot of money but are broke. And I see this all the time because I work in this financial education space where I have met countless doctors, because I talk about this a lot, people who are making $300,000, $400,000, $500,000, $600,000 a year that have no savings, no investments, and no idea where to start. Because when you start to make more money, you first think, if I had an additional $100,000 a year, oh my God, I could do so many things. Because we think in terms of spending. If I had $10,000 a month, what would I do? Well, I would first go to Cancun. I'd buy myself a nicer car. I'd go on a nicer, whatever. And that's how we consume. That's how we think. We're conditioned to think that way. That America is a consumer nation. We are the largest consumers of things in the world. I like to say that Americans make $1 to spend $2. Traditional Indian mindset people make $1 to spend 20 cents.
Right.
Because they're conditioned to save. Not saying either one of these is right. They're both wrong. But when most people are conditioned to consume and spend, you make more and you spend more. And you might think, well, how can you spend $1 million a year? It's very easy. It is very easy to spend $1 million a year. You start buying some nice homes, you start going on some expensive vacations, you start buying some expensive clothes, and there goes your $1 million a year.
Gone.
And that's what happens to a lot of people. So we talk about the difference between building wealth and making a lot of money. You got to take the money that you earn and not spend it. And you got to put this to work. And so let me break this down this way. Becoming wealthy comes down to 5 steps. And I've talked about it in many different forms, but I'm going to break down into the simplest root thing you have to understand. Number 1 is you got to earn money. And if people say, how do I earn money? It doesn't matter. It could be a side hustle, it could be a business, it could be a job. You could have some money coming in. Once you make some money, number 2 is you don't spend all of your money. And that means when you make $1,000, you don't spend all $1,000. How much do you spend? Let's not worry about the nitty gritty yet. Just don't spend all of your money.
Well, most people make $1,000 and they spend $1,500.
Yeah.
They use their credit card to spend more than what they have because they think, well, I'll be able to pay this off next month because I have another $1,000 coming in.
Exactly.
And then they get into more and more debt because they're over-consuming.
You'll never build wealth. You'll never get rich. You'll never have any freedom. And so you can't spend all of your money. Which is why number 3 is you take the money you don't spend and you go out and you buy an investment. We'll call it the middleman. And you'll see why I call it the middleman. Is you want to take this money you don't spend and you want to essentially throw it into this thing on the side that will hopefully make you some more money in the long term. Then number 4, when your investment makes money, take the money that your investments make and dump it back into your investments. And then number 5 is work to make more money. And the reason why you're working to make more money is so you can have more investments. Now, let me explain why this is so difficult, because it makes sense in theory, right? You're never going to become wealthy if every time you make $1, you give it to somebody else. If you want to become wealthy, you have to keep more money for yourself.